been a while. There's a reason for that. Actually, there's not really a straight reason. So I cannot remember the last time I filmed one of these. I meant to film one this last week. That didn't happen, obviously. I know, so okay, today is the 27th. So I didn't do last week's long run, but in my defense, it was only a 3-mile run. I did do the 10K, which is 6.5 mile, or no wait, yeah, run then. So yay, but I have not really done my 30-minute runs that I'm supposed to do every other day. This last week, I did do a lot of leg training. I did it like at work. would do like a ton of squats at work. Basically what I tried to do is I would try to do like a set of 50, either plie squats, which exercises your inner thighs, or regular squats, which is like your legs and your upper thighs. And I would try to do 50, like 50 one, 50 of the other. And then depending on where I was in the theater, I would also try to do lunges, like lunges in place. And I did quite a few. I would do lunges all throughout, like let it go type of a thing for like a good 3 minutes straight, just working out my legs. And then one day I did it all throughout the day. Anyway, what I'm trying to lead up to is this last week I didn't do a lot of running, but I did do a lot of thigh work. And you're probably saying like, oh, this is a great update. You barely did any work. What I want to stress this week, or this video rather, is it's one thing consistently working out, because I haven't even been getting up and doing yoga the last like couple of days as well, which is something that I love to do. Someone just screeched outside. I feel like everyone in fitness, or when they do anything consistently, they do the same thing almost every day. I feel like everyone kind of hits like a roadblock at one point, and they kind of go, I don't want to do this anymore, or they like stop and think, why am I doing this? And then they take a break, which is fine, and then they look back and they beat themselves up because they're like, look at all this progress I've lost. Now, every day is a new chance to start anew. It's a new chance to start fresh. It's a new day, clean slate. Anything can happen. The body needs time to rest. Missing a week isn't going to throw you off that much. Your body doesn't, like fall back that far. And you can always start again. Also, I have to remind myself that because I was really writing this in my journal today, I have a very active job. On top of having to be on my feet all day and having to go walk quite a few distance, because our theater that I work at is fairly large. Even the queue area is large. And although we don't, when we're rotating from one point to the other, it may not be that far of a distance. When I'm walking to go to the break room or to go give someone their break, I could be walking like a whole block, basically. And the entire radius of the building. Also, our theater and our queue line pre-show area is on a very steep slant. And so I could be walking up and down and back and forth through the rows consistently for quite some time. That it takes a lot of energy when we're loading the theater and everything. Long story short, I have a very active job. So when I'm not running after work or I'm not doing exercises, it's not like I'm not being active, because on a day-to-day basis I walk on average about 11,000 steps at work, because I also have to walk basically the entire park distance just to get to my car, and just to get to work, which is something that I have to remind myself, as most people have some sort of desk job, or they don't have to walk as much as I do, And so my muscles are still getting used. I'm still stronger. I still made progress. I know when I started this endeavor, my sciatic nerve would flare up all the time. I can't tell you, it'll get sore every once in a while, but I can't tell you the last time it's gotten consistently really bad throughout the day. And I'm still at my weight that I have been for like a month, so it's not like I've gained weight or anything. I'm still eating healthy. If anything, I've found more healthy foods to eat. I discover new recipes, I feel like, every single week. So there's that. So that, and I actually have had a cold this last week. There's something going around Disney. I feel like every cast member has a little bit of it, where it's like, it's just your typical sniffles, sore throat, coughing a little bit. Some people have it more extreme than others. I've been able to keep it at bay, having a bare minimum sore throat, with like little coughing and little sniffles, like not to the point where it's like just kind of like a you know, or having to clear my throat. I know last shift that I had to clear my throat like all the time, like every time I had to spiel or something. So long story short, rests are not bad. That said, like, I'm having to work through my cold and be active through my cold. Today on my schedule, I have to run 8 miles. I don't know if I'm going to run 8 miles, but I think what I'm going to do, and this is something else that I've had issues with, I haven't felt motivated to do things. I know typically on a day-to-day basis, I try to do the whole, like, if you do it now, you have more time to rest and play later, which is true. But mornings, I've just wanted to sleep and rest and not, like, just have a nice, peaceful, quiet morning and not get up. And I just want to sit and cuddle with my husband, which there's nothing wrong with that at all. I do want to start this week, like getting up in the morning. We start tomorrow, get up in the morning, go to my office, you know, do my yoga. I have been journaling every day, which is something good for me mentally. But you have to balance between mental and physical, because I am starting to feel less flexibility in my body little by little, because it's been over a week since I've done yoga. So, and I know I love yoga. It's just a matter of saving time for it. And I do also have to say that my work schedule is now changing. So I'm going to be going into work later, so I have more time to do those things in the morning. For example, I typically have to be at work around 9 or earlier, anywhere from like 8:15 to like 9:15. Now all of my shifts are going to be about 9:30, maybe 9 o'clock, which is good. That means I get to not necessarily sleep in, because I get up around the same, or I wake up around the same time anyway, but now I have that extra time to go for a morning walk, because I've discovered, especially with an active schedule, working out in the morning is much better for me, because when I come home at night, I'm tired, I'm stressed out from work. It's been an exhausting day, which actually I have to say this last week I've had quite a few. This week's been crazy with the accident and everything, but work-wise, with my actual shift, it hasn't actually been that bad of a work week. It's just been other things that have caused the day to be kind of crazy, or the week to be kind of crazy. But anyway, if you're feeling discouraged because you aren't working out every day, or even if you're not eating healthy every meal, or you're thinking you're not having enough time to do these things, like, turn your schedule upside down. Try to do something differently. You know, try to do new things. Like, I typically make around the same things almost every single week for Jared and I, just not on the same day. And, you know, just like change up. Same thing with meals. So, like, I eat a salad almost every single day, but I changed up what I put in it to make it different or special. Make it special. I know for this run that I'm going to do, I'm going to try and build kind of like a makeshift, like, holder for my iPad so I can watch Halloween movies. I'm gonna pick a couple of Halloween movies so that way I can kind of power walk the 8 miles. So anyway, I just want to encourage you guys that no one's perfect. And there's one quote that I love, is that healthy and fit looks different on everybody. I look at the Tone It Up girls and I see how skinny and muscular they are, and I sometimes will look at myself and I'm like, I'm never gonna look like that. And that's right. I'm never going to look like that. I have hips, I have curves, that I could be a muscular person and a bodybuilder, you know, and 40 pounds lighter than I am, and I'm still not going to look like that. That doesn't mean I'm not healthy. That doesn't mean I'm not fit. And it's the same thing for you. Like, you may never look like my body. You may never have curves like that, but that's okay. Healthy looks different. Fit looks different on everybody. And the point is, this whole thing, it's not just a physical thing, it is a mental thing. Like, you cannot beat yourself up. Like this morning, I needed to go to go get my car fixed, and I didn't get up and do it in the morning. If I had, I would have more time in the day. But I can't beat myself up about that because that's already happened. I'm not gonna get that time back, so why be upset about it? Same things were this last week in running. I should have ran after work every day. I didn't. I can't go back and change that. So it's like, you just accept the situation that you're in and you move on from it. You know, I had a Frappuccino today that I probably didn't need, but you know what? It was good when I had it, and now I can go walk it off. That's another thing, is I feel like people feel like if they work out, they have to like get into a deep sweat. I mean, that's how you work off more calories, yes, but going for a leisurely walk, there are days where I will like not want to run. I'll be like, I'm just gonna go for a walk. And halfway through the walk, I start running, because you get into it. It's the getting yourself dressed, getting yourself to the gym or wherever you plan to work out. If you can just get yourself there, while you're there, you're like, well, I might as well, you know? So don't beat yourself up, whether it's fitness, whether it's eating healthy, whether it's trying to have some sort of regular schedule, like me with getting up in the mornings. Don't beat yourself up, because tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow you can start fresh, and nobody's perfect. Nobody's lives are perfect. No one's schedules are perfect. Everyone's schedules, everyone's lives are different, and it's okay. So right now I'm gonna try and make that makeshift thing, and then maybe have like a power bar or something, because I am starting to get a little hungry, and I'm gonna have an awesome evening. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope these will be a little more regular, because they kind of make me want to go to the gym, because I'm like, I need to tell them something. So like the button if you liked it, hit subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.